Hi everybody, Happy New Year! Did you miss me? I missed you. Okay, so I'm about to feature my homemade tomato basil soup. It is so warming and fabulous for this winter time of year. So let's look at the ingredients. I like to use San Marzano tomatoes. You can get them whole, crushed, or pureed. It doesn't really matter, I just get the whole. I'm using 2 cans tonight. You can use 1 and adjust the seasonings to fit just 1 can. I'm going to be using bay leaves, black pepper. I like a coarser black pepper, a little bit of coriander, sea salt, a little bit of my chicken broth. I like the Better Than Bouillon. It's organic and you're not really trying to have a strong chicken flavor, but I do like to add it, and you just mix it with hot water. That adds a little something special to it. The juice of 1 lemon. If it's a really large lemon, cut back, maybe just do half. I will be using a little bit of butter, maybe 1 to 2 tablespoons. Olive oil. If you are vegan, you can use ghee instead of butter. Ghee is considered non-dairy. It's just removed all the milk solids, but it's got that good rich buttery flavor. A little bit of sugar, 1 garlic clove. I'm not really trying to make it taste like a marinara. I chopped up a pretty good amount of fresh basil. That's very important. I do like to add 1 whole carrot. I keep the skin on it and just clean the skin real well. You want all that fiber, and that adds just nutritional value. It also gives a little bit of natural sweetness. I do 1 large white onion. I've done sweet onion, yellow onion. It all comes out about the same. This is what I happen to have tonight. And I will be using a little bit of tomato paste. Okay, but I always have to show you my featured beverage. This is kombucha, GT's brand. It's probiotics. This is the gingerade flavor. Got to get that good probiotic in the tummy there. Yes. Okay, so I've already been heating my pan right here, my pot rather. I'm going to put it back up to medium. I get that good and hot, and then I'll add my fats. So, go ahead and just add, since it's 2 cans, I'm going to do about 2 tablespoons. And maybe, 2 tablespoons of olive oil. Yeah. And at this time, I like to add my tomato paste. I just find this gives a little bit of extra flavor, richness. And stir that and open up the bouquet of the tomato paste. It just helps open it up, that heat. Add my onion. Oh wait, no. I'm going to add my coriander. So I don't really measure this, but I would say maybe about a teaspoon. This is a key ingredient to put in all of your soups, stews, rub it on meat dishes. This is fabulous. It just makes all the flavors come out in dishes. It's just something really special. Stir that together. Add in the onion, your garlic, the carrot. I do go ahead and put my basil in at this point. Sometimes I've waited to the very end and put it on top and stirred it. It's fine, however you want to do it. So I will let this just kind of cook for about 10 minutes, and then I'll come back and show you what to do next. Alright, so we're back. I've let this cook down for about 10 minutes. Onions are nice and soft. This just starts bringing out some of the flavors of these root vegetables. So I like to do that. If you're in a hurry though, you don't have to do that. You can just throw everything in and bring it to a boil and simmer. But I do like to do that first 10 minutes. It does give it a little bit more depth of flavor. Okay, so now I will add my tomatoes in. Yeah. And also I turn my heat up on my my pot to medium high. add in my lemon juice. If you don't want that much lemon, just do half of a lemon. It's strictly up to you. A little bit of pepper, a little bit of salt. This is something you can adjust as, you know, I would adjust it at the end of the cooking and taste it and see where you think it's at for your palate. Now I'll put in about a tablespoon of sugar. And again, if you don't want to add real sugar, put stevia, monk fruit, or no sugar at all. The carrot may be just enough for you, but I do like a little bit of what the sugar does to the finish. Okay, now I'll look at my tomatoes and I try to determine, do I want to add a little bit of that chicken stock or not, because you don't want your tomato soup to be too runny. Because what you're going to do at the end of 30 minutes to an hour of cooking, or you can cook it longer on simmer covered, you're going to puree it. So you want it to be just the right thickness, and it's not always easy to determine that. So I think to these 2 cans I will add about 1/4 cup. Because what you can do at the end of the cooking, you can puree it, and if it just seems too thick, add a little bit more. And this is what you'll do. Put your 2 little bay leaves in, stir it, cover it, and turn it down to simmer. And I'm going to let mine cook for about an hour. But again, if you're in a hurry, it'll be done in 30 minutes. You just puree it and you're ready to go. So I will see you back then. Okay, so we are back ready to puree. Don't forget to get out the bay leaves. They might be bitter. You might pulverize them to a degree, but you don't want any crunchy bits in there. So if you don't have an immersion blender, use a blender, but you gotta be so careful because of how hot it is. So I highly recommend getting one of these. That looks really great, and it looks like the perfect amount of thickness. So I just ended up only doing 1/4 cup of that chicken stock. So now we will taste and see. Try not to burn my lips off. Perfect. It's great. So at this point, you can taste it if you want more salt. This is when you could add it, but oh my goodness, you could add croutons, little cheddar cheese crackers or cheddar cheese, grilled cheese sandwich, or just this. This soup is so satisfying this time of year. It'll really warm you up, and it's very healthy. I hope you check it out. And if you would like to see more of my recipes, just hit like, hit subscribe, and check it out. So I hope you have a super rest of your winter.